Our other big story, America, and so are we here, remembering Colin Powell tonight. He had many titles, advisor to Republican and Democratic presidents, the first black chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and Secretary of State.
But Powell's loss to complications from coronavirus hits deeper to his close friend. News Channel 9's Andrew Donovan sits down with the general's right-hand man, who now lives in Syracuse.
In remembering Colin Powell, Colonel Bill Smullen uses a word not often said by stoic soldiers.
I fell in love with him. And we lost a treasure today.
You use the word love.
True.
Love grew from respect. No guarantee when General Powell took over as chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff from William Crowe in 1989.
And I think Powell questioned whether or not I could transfer my loyalty to him. So he interviewed me for the job. I had never met him.
Many international conflicts and the first Gulf War made their work high stakes. But the constant hours together gave Smullen access to Powell almost no one else had. Insight into the man behind the uniform.
And on weekends, he would say, I don't want you to work this weekend. I want you to be with your family. So he cared deeply about people.
The men retired together, but worked just as hard after. Smullen helped Powell start his nonprofit for at-risk children. He was in his office when President-elect George W. Bush called to ask Powell to be Secretary of State. Smullen followed too, again as Chief of Staff. In the years since, the two emailed and called regularly. It's how Smullen found out last year that his friend had a blood cancer that decimates the immune system, even more dangerous during a pandemic.
What can people learn from Colin Powell?
Go back to credibility. To be trusted, to be believed, to be taken at your word. We should all vie for that reputation of being credible. And he clearly had that reputation, and that's why people called him. That's why presidents asked for his counsel.
And when Powell first asked for Bill Smullen's counsel,
every once in a while he'd come into the office and he'd give me a big hug.
He found a friend to the end. In Syracuse, Andrew Donovan, News Channel 9.
He sure did. Thank you for sharing, Bill. Bill Smullen brought Powell to this Syracuse University campus about 2 years ago. The men last caught up over the phone about 2 months ago.